Thanksgiving, a day filled with family, feast, and football. In honor of Thanksgiving, we're going to give you the 10 most memorable football moments on Thanksgiving. With number 10, O.J. Simpson rushes 29 times for 273 yards against the Lions in 1976, setting an NFL single-game record. Number 9, the first overtime. Down 17-3 going to the fourth quarter, the Chicago Bears scored 14 straight as time expired to send the game into overtime for the very first time on Thanksgiving Day.
Extra point is good, and we will go to overtime. It is just like starting a new game.
Ultimately, Chicago won when they returned the kickoff for 95 yards. With number 8, the famous heads and tails game. This game on Turkey Day prompted a change in the NFL rulebook. Tied 16-16 going into overtime. Detroit Lion Phil Luckett flipped the coin, called heads, and quickly changed his mind and called tails.
We'll have a toss to determine who receives. Who will call it from Pittsburgh? Number 36, heads, tails, tails, heads. Call it plays in the air. Heads is the call. He said heads. It is a tails.
Oh, I believe he said tails. He did.
You want to take the ball?
Look at Jerome Bettis. He's still, what's going on?
You're changing the head. Which way you want to go?
Oh, man.
Detroit has won the toss. We'll receive.
Jerome Bettis said tails. Oh, my. Well, we'll find out. Now we're going to...
The Lions got the ball, and the kicker nailed it, where they ultimately won the game. Thanks to this play, the NFL now requires players to call the coin toss before it is flipped. With number 7, Clint Longley's finest hour. After quarterback Roger Staubach went down with a concussion in the third quarter, the rookie from Abilene Christian came in facing a 17-point deficit to the Redskins. He stunned the stadium, throwing a 50-yard bomb to Drew Pearson with 28 seconds left to win the game. With number 6, the Leon Lett game. On a snowy day in Dallas, Leon Lett touched the football before he was supposed to, giving the Miami Dolphins another opportunity to kick the field goal, and they made it.
Doug Peterson to hold. Blocked. The Cowboys will win. Wait a minute. Wales in the end zone. No one covered it, and Miami did. That could be a touchdown if Miami has covered it.
A Dallas player touched the ball, and then the Dolphins went on and recovered it.
It's on the 1-yard line. It's not in the end zone. It's in the 1-yard line.
They're going to sort it out.
And there's 3 seconds left on the clock.
92, Tolbert gets his hand up in the air and knocks the ball. No, it's not 92, it's 97.
Jimmy Jones.
Now someone touches the football here. Watch what happens. It's Leon Lett. No!
Number 5, Sue stomps. And Ndamukong Suh stomps on a player's arm.
Block on his part, and Ndamukong Suh doesn't like it. He jams his helmet into the turf to start with about 3 times, and then at the end of this is when he makes the kick. Oh, there's just no place for that in football. This Detroit.
Number 4, everybody knows Peyton Manning is one of the greatest of all time, but he reminded everyone on Thanksgiving Day in 2004, where he threw for 6 touchdowns against the Detroit Lions. With number 3, Barry Sanders comes to play against the Chicago Bears in 1997. Barry finished the game with 167 yards and 3 touchdowns, cementing a 55-20 win against the Chicago Bears. With number 2, the world meets Randy Moss. Randy Moss came into Texas Stadium and put on a show. He hauled in 3 passes for 167 yards and 3 touchdowns. And number 1, the most iconic football moment on Thanksgiving, the butt fumble. Jets quarterback Mark Sanchez plows into his own lineman and turns the football over. Talk about iconic.